basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Will the Warriors keep this roster, or will they look for an experienced star to form a great big three? To bring in a star of this level, the Warriors will make some players available for exchange, which are these: Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, or even Jonathan Kuminga, who is dissatisfied and intends to change teams. Rumors: Warriors will invest heavily in a big star. The Golden State Warriors are ready to enter the new NBA season with optimism after posting an undefeated 6-0 preseason record. But even though the Warriors' roster depth has proven to be a strength of the preseason, there's still a nagging feeling that the franchise desperately needs more stars to join two-time MVP Stephen Curry. Warriors want to sign six-time All-Star players. Jimmy Butler continues to emerge as a potential trade target for the Warriors. Miami Heat star Jimmy Butler has continually been mentioned in relation to a trade to the Warriors, with that link having been established when reports of potential disgruntlement at the Heat emerged in late May. Sam Amick of The Athletic reported in early September that Golden State had interest in Butler, and that it could have indeed extended to conversations between themselves and Miami revolving a potential trade. Fast forward to now, and the Warriors' chances of trading for Butler may have just got a major boost on the eve of the season. According to Anthony Chang of the Miami Herald, Butler is expected to turn down any contract extension offer to become a free agent in 2025. The expectation at this point is that Butler will pass on the extension even if the Heat offers it, according to sources, and then opt out of his current contract to become a free agent next summer, Chang wrote. If Butler is indeed unwilling to recommit to the Heat, then surely the franchise would have to do its due diligence in exploring trade options rather than potentially lose the 6x All-Star for nothing in free agency. The Warriors could be towards the front of the queue if that does eventuate. A recent four-team trade proposal from Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report had Golden State acquiring Butler in exchange for Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, and 2 second-round picks via the Atlanta Hawks. That potential deal remains a viable one after Kuminga failed to reach an extension agreement with Golden State prior to Monday's deadline. The 35-year-old Butler averaged 20.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.0 assists with the Heat last season, having shot 49.9% from the floor and a career-high 41.4% from three-point range. Bold but realistic predictions for the Warriors this season. The time has finally arrived. The NBA season is back, albeit the Golden State Warriors will have to wait until Wednesday for their season opener against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. Tuesday's opening night will tip off with the Boston Celtics celebrating their 2024 championship before hosting the New York Knicks, while the Minnesota Timberwolves will travel to Los Angeles to face the Lakers at Crypto.com Arena. 3 bold predictions for the Warriors ahead of the 2024-25 season. The Warriors blazed through their preseason campaign in impressive fashion, finishing with a 6-0 unbeaten record despite little impact from superstar guard Stephen Curry. The team's form has certainly raised optimism on what they could achieve this season, having missed out on playoff action after finishing 10th in the Western Conference in 2023-24. With just hours until the NBA season gets underway, and with just over 24 hours until the Warriors opener against the Trail Blazers, let's look at 3 bold predictions we could see over the coming months. Warriors finish top 4 in both three-point attempts and three-point percentage. If there's one thing we learned from preseason, it's that the Warriors will continue to rely on three-point shooting despite the departure of Klay Thompson. Golden State ranked first in three-point percentage and 8th in three-point attempts during the preseason, with Curry accounting for just 7.2% of the Warriors' made threes, having shot just 28% from beyond the arc. Kerr has spoken about the depth of shooting Golden State has and their emphasis on being better in transition. Combine that with a new offensive coordinator in Terry Stotts, and this prediction could certainly come to fruition. Warriors will have 2 players finish top 5 in 6th Man of the Year voting. It's not overly easy to even identify who Golden State's sixth man actually is, with bench minutes likely to shift on a game-by-game basis. That could ultimately prevent any Warrior from winning the award, though it doesn't change the fact they could have multiple potential candidates. Brandon Podziemski, DeAnthony Melton and Buddy Hield are all expected to hold significant roles, and could all be in line to fill in as starters when injuries hit or if the form of others goes awry. It's rare that two players from the same team could figure in the top 5 of Sixth Man of the Year voting, or any award for that matter, but the combinations of Lou Williams/Montrezl Harrell and Jordan Clarkson/Joe Ingles have already proved it possible in the last 5 years. Stephen Curry averages less than 25 points per game for the first time in a decade. This prediction may sound pessimistic, and also a little contradictory to the above prediction. Surely the Warriors will need huge output out of Curry to finish top 4 in three-point attempts and percentage? Maybe not necessarily. While they may not have the second legitimate offensive star just yet, the Warriors are hoping that their depth will help take the burden off Curry throughout the regular season. Kerr has already outlined his plans for Curry to average around 32 minutes per game the last time he did that, not including the 2019-20 season where he played just 5 games, was in the 2017-18 season. The 2x MVP hasn't averaged less than 25 points per game, again excluding 2019-20, since his first MVP year in 2014-15. It may actually be a good thing if he averages less than 25, suggesting that other players have stood up and that the Warriors have got roster-wide production as we saw in preseason. If other players can't stand up, there's a chance the Warriors go out and find another star to pair with Curry to lessen the burden anyway. There's also a chance that Curry averages less than 25 points because of his own natural decline at age 36, but no one is hoping for that to be the case. Kuminga wants to show that he can earn a high salary and be an NBA star. Kuminga is still looking to solidify a starting role with Golden State, having started 5 of the team's 6 preseason games, including 4 at power forward. Preseason indications suggest Steve Kerr is ready to start Kuminga alongside Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green and Tracy Jackson-Davis in the Warriors season opener against the Portland Trail Blazers on Wednesday. In addition to evaluating developments in his 4th season, Warriors officials are also monitoring the relationship between Kuminga and Kerr, according to Charania and Andrews. Charania, then with The Athletic, reported in January that Kuminga had lost faith in his head coach, but that seemed to turn out as a positive given that the 6 feet 7 inches forward played more consistently throughout the remainder of the season. Last season before a minor knee injury halted his progress.